Hey everybody, it's me, Daryl. I hope you're all doing well today. I have a question for you. How do you close a banana? I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute. How do you close a banana? Got the answer? It's simple. You can't. And just like you can't close a banana, you can't unsay things, mean things, hurtful things that you say to people. Sometimes when we're frustrated, when we're mad, when we're fed up with people, we say stuff that we really don't mean. Now, the funniest thing or the most interesting thing is usually it's not the person that we're upset with or frustrated with that we say these mean things to. Most of the times, the person that's closest to us, the person that's supporting us, the person that's trying to help us, the person that's just there to listen is the one that we begin to say these hurtful and mean things to. And I'm sure you don't mean to, and they know you don't mean it, but it still hurts. And I'm sure after the fact, when you stop and think about it, you stop and you apologize and you say you're sorry, and they accept your apology and you try to move on. But the fact of the matter is, you can't unring that bell. Sometimes we need to stop and think before we say these hurtful things, before we hurt the people that love us the most and that we love the most. You know, there's an old saying when I was growing up that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can't hurt me. I found out that's not true. Words have power. Words can do things, hurt you emotionally, can hurt you mentally. Even the Bible says the power of life and death are in the tongue. So it's obvious that words can hurt you. So we must be very cognizant of the words we use, whether we're hurting people. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man who struggled with anger management, and his parents constantly tried to help him do things to work on his anger management. His father told him this. He was like, every time you get mad and say the wrong thing, I want you to put a nail in the backyard fence. Every time you lose your cool, I want you to put a nail in the backyard fence. The first week, the boy put 37 nails in the fence. And over the next few weeks, months, he kept putting nails in the fence, and it helped him understand what he was doing until one day he went to his father and told him, Dad, I didn't lose my cool at all today. I didn't have any anger management issues. So his father said, okay, so for every time you keep your cool and you don't say something wrong or mean to somebody, I want you to take a nail out of the fence. So over the next few weeks and close to a month, he was able to take these nails out of the fence. Until one day he called his dad outside. He said, Dad, look, I've taken all the nails out of the fence. And the father was happy, and the father congratulated him. But then the father looked at the fence and said, oh, what about all these holes? See, even though you can say you're sorry and you can rectify what you did, you can never take away that initial hurt. You can never take away that pain that somebody felt at the time you said something wrong. Let's think about it. We've all, as young kids, we scraped our knees. And when you scrape your knees or your elbows or whatever, there's a healing process. And generally what happens is when you scrape it, you put some ointment and a Band-Aid over to help stop the bleeding. Once the bleeding stops, you take the Band-Aid off to let it get some air. And for the next couple of days, you'll notice that it turns into a scab. So the scab the body's healing itself. It's trying to work it so where it get back to where it's supposed to be. So after about a week or so, the scab starts peeling off. And wherever you had the little owie or whatever you want to call it, you fell, it's healed. But that scar is still there. That scar is there forever. Most people who fell when they were 5 and 6 years old has a scar on their leg or their elbow at 50 and 60 years old. And sometimes just looking at that scar reminds you of what happened and how it felt. And we all have scars in our lives, but it's important that when we do stuff, we don't say the wrong things to create scars in someone else that will literally last forever. Yes, they might forgive you. Yes, they might move on, but they could never forget that hurt that you made them feel when you said that thing. So I'm encouraging you to use more encouraging words, to use more uplifting words. Even when you're mad, if you can't say something nice, like your mama said, don't say nothing at all. Just allow yourself to get into a better place where you can speak. Because see, the people that are with you, the people that are helping you, the people that support you, they want the best from you. And when you say these hurtful things, it really affects them more than you'll ever know, and sometimes more than they'll say. That's all I have for today. Until next time, thank you and God bless.